On a multicolored background, an image comes into view. The image contains two selfies and text in a white text box that reads the Moonerade system. Below the image, a red text box with multicolored words appears. The words read the Moonerade system. The image and text disappear from view.
A blocky character walks towards a ladder leading underground. On the wall underground, food items are displayed. After the player approaches the taco on the wall, they become a taco. The player climbs back to the surface. As a taco, the player walks by food items on the ground. The player jumps on a hot dog, but jumps off to get on the taco that's to their left. Once on the taco, the player drives the taco to a light blue slide. As the player rides the light blue slide, they quickly approach a giant blocky character with black hair, weird eyes, and a big mouth. The player gets eaten by the giant and falls to the bottom of the giant. At the bottom of the giant, the taco-shaped character falls out of the giant into a toilet. The player responds back by the food items. The player jumps onto a brown chicken leg and drives the chicken over to the light blue slide. To the right of the player riding the chicken leg, another player zooms to the light blue slide. They are driving a pie. The taco-shaped character follows the pie rider onto the light blue slide. The player once again gets eaten by the weird-eyed giant and falls inside. They again exit the giant into the toilet, fade to black, and the player responds. This time, the player spawns by a row of vehicles. A school bus and a cop car are among them. The player walks to the food items and finds something to drive. Once again, they drive onto the light blue slide leading to the weird-eyed giant. The player slides to the weird-eyed giant. The player gets eaten by the giant again. This time, they are launched towards the bottom and the exit. They fall into the toilet, and the screen fades to black once again as the player responds. The taco player jumps onto the brown chicken leg and begins to drive. They do not go into the slide leading to the weird-eyed giant this time. The player begins to slide down on a light blue, white, and yellow slide towards a giant. The player falls off the slide, but lands on a green and black slide leading to a different giant. The giant eats the taco-shaped character. The taco-shaped character falls into the giant and is launched towards the exit. After falling into the toilet, the screen fades to black and the player responds. The player walks onto a road and jumps on a can. The taco-shaped character drives the can to a black and clear-colored slide. The player and the can slide down towards a giant. The player and multicolored bowls fall into the giant and are launched out into the toilet. Fade to black, and the player responds. After respawning near the food items, the player walks to the taco. The player jumps on the taco and drives it towards the light blue slide leading to the weird-eyed giant. The taco and the player wildly ride the light blue slide. The player is quickly thrown into the giant's mouth and down to the bottom. They are launched outside into the toilet before they respawn again. The taco player jumps onto a pack of gum and drives over to the light blue slide. The player wildly rides the pack of gum on the weird-eyed giant's slide, but this time they fall off before reaching the giant. After respawning, the player walks onto a gray road. The taco player jumps onto a toilet that's sitting next to a can and drives it over to the weird-eyed giant's light blue slide. The player zooms in, but their view is blocked by the toilet and their character. The player zooms the camera out for a better view and drives the toilet to the weird-eyed giant's light blue slide. Before the player can get on the slide, a player driving a Sonic the Hedgehog head zooms past them onto the slide. The player and a yellow ball slide into the giant's mouth. The taco-shaped character is then launched into the toilet from the bottom of the giant. At spawn, the player walks onto the gray road where the can and toilet are located. This time, the taco-shaped player begins to drive a burger to a slide. Instead of going onto the light blue slide, the player drives the burger down a light brown and green slide. Unfortunately, the player and the burger crash into a school bus. The taco-shaped player has to leave the burger in order to continue heading towards the giant. The player is thrust into a giant that has short black hair. The player falls down and is launched into the toilet. At spawn, the taco-shaped player gets on a taco. The player drives the taco onto the light blue slide. Both the taco and the player begin sliding around wildly. The player and the taco spin and slide wildly to the weird-eyed giant. Once they're eaten, the player is launched down and out towards the toilet. Fade to black. The player respawns. Back at spawn, the taco player goes to the ladder leading underground. As they walk by a trash can, the taco on the player disappears. The blocky character is back to normal. Once back on the surface, the player messes around until their character falls off the map. The player falls off the map. Fade to black. On a blue background, white text appears. The text reads, "Thank you so much for watching this fun Roblox video. We hope you had fun with us. We couldn't stop laughing as we were playing, LOL. Watching our character sliding wildly on a taco was the best and made our day, haha." On a red background, white text appears. The text reads, "Roblox gameplay, get E10 by TrainedDoorman." On a black background, white text pops into view. The text reads, "Music credits, alternate by Vide Tracks. Alaska Sky, by Patrick Patricios, Adventure Theme, by Sir Cubworth. Across the Room by Letterbox, Above Planets by Patrick Patricios, Eighth World Wonder by RKDC.